in the league, but this man is starting to push him. And Paul reminds me a lot of Nate Archibald, who once led the league in scoring and assists the same season. Also a little Isaiah Thomas in the little man as well. Paul diminutive, only a 6-footer, but he can score, he can dish, he leads the league in steals. And obviously he's the catalyst that makes this team run. He must be contained and kept out of the paint.
Point guard, and you just can't talk enough about him, Clyde. Last year he started to come on. You just started to realize how special he could be. This year now his 3rd year in the league. You mentioned you like Steve Nash as the premier point guard right now, but in the past 10 days he's outplayed Nash, Darren Williams, and Jason Kidd in 3 victories for the Hornets.
Yeah, he's definitely a positive asset for the league as well. A quintessential role model. You like to see young guys like that thriving. Paul, one of the good guys, and he's had good games here before. I remember last year he played extremely well here, so now looking to retaliate.
Again, another open look for Stojakovic. This time takes advantage. He's 4th in the NBA in 3-point shooting. He really improved his perimeter game. Ball deflected, picked up by Paul. Takes his time. And the Hornets take a 1-point lead.
Look at Paul. But West tipped it. Paul picks it up and watch the wheeling and dealing right there. He's a lefty. He shoots it with the right.
You see him stealing all 59 games. He had a 9-steal game. Curry and Chandler kind of pushing and shoving. Chandler a little frustrated as West with the soft touch.
Getting to the postseason. You see the Western Conference right now. 3 games in a row losing, you're out the playoffs. You know, so first of all, we got to get there, and then that'll be a success.
It's true, Clyde. You could say this is one of the best or tightest races we've seen in a conference in over 30 years. It's just amazing how many good teams. And I think when you go to the postseason, you might see an 8 seed knock off another 1 like last year. You might see a 7 knock off 2. There could be a number of upsets in that first round.
Yeah, but I think it bodes well for the Eastern Conference because whoever comes out of the West, they're going to be battered and tired. So with all the competition there, the Hornets made a blunder. The last time out, they only sent 4 guys out onto the court. So they had to use that.
Some of the young players at least see if there's something there to develop. Nice soft touch from Paul. So he didn't get the fine, so he could still shoot.
Yeah, he looks fit.
Chris Paul. Had it poked away, though. Here comes Stojakovic, gives it to the quicker player, and Paul with the finish. And this is a 6-point lead now for the Hornets.
Meanwhile, Chris Paul, sort of a quiet first half, I thought, Clyde.
Yeah, this guy lets the game come to him. Very cool and calm on the court. We mentioned he leads the league in steals, capitalizing on the previous possession. Also leading his team in scoring with 20 points a game and 11 assists. So a fantastic season thus far. League letting West go to work.
Good defense from Lee. Paul spots up and hits a 3. From the field, we saw the first half numbers before. And Robinson grabs Chandler to prevent the alley-oop dunk.
A little razzle-dazzle by Paul to get into the paint. Watch the fancy ball handling by Paul as he come over the pick and roll. Nice little zigging zagging, and there's Chandler.
West backing in against Lee. Paul again spots up, and you know it's just terrific form. He doesn't take random threes. It's usually he sets himself up. Just for a young player, so smart. Teammates been trying to watch him as Paul hits another shot. That's a 2-pointer.
Composed on the offense, undaunted by the double teaming.
Paul again. Paul now starting to come alive.
His ability to create, to get into the paint. And he's lethal once he does.
Paul locked to Chandler. That time they connected.
The manipulation of Paul. Only Nash averages more assists than this man.
It's his only visit to the Garden. Chris Paul putting on a show here in the 3rd quarter.
And feasting from downtown, made 2 consecutive threes with the Knicks doubling on West. Paul making them pay. And this time the deuce off the pick and roll play. So Paul shooting at 48%. That's phenomenal for backcourt men in today's game.
He's only 22 years old, was the Rookie of the Year and now is an MVP candidate. One of 18 points and 8 rebounds. Paul quickly down the other end. Oh, he puts it in and a foul. Sensational move from Chris Paul.
Wheeling and dealing and chilling the Knicks that time. Even lost the handle. Watch, he loses the handle and able to regain his composure. And right there is shaking and baking. And the hang time and the finish. So we return that man at the line shooting 1.
Stojakovic wide open for 3, nails it, and that makes it a 4-point game.
They are. Watch they take their time. What Chandler did was clear the side, so that man was uncontested.
Wide right after the game. Chris Paul had that great third quarter, sat for a lot of the fourth. Right now, but can't convert. Here's Paul.
Paul trying to take them out of their misery.
Oh, beautiful bank shot for Paul. His first points of the period.
Paul likes to do a lot of zigging and zagging. There's a zig, another zag. An excellent bank off the glass over Curry.
Chandler's going to come in for Nate Robinson.
On Stojakovic.
Paul, alley-oop to Chandler. Oh, what a pass and finish. Chandler thought he got hit. Just a terrific pass. Paul to the basket, banks it in, and a foul. Chris Paul back-to-back daggers, and a chance for a 3-point play as the Knicks have fallen behind by 8. And this is
Atlanta from a guy named Mike Bibby, who tantalized them the same way Paul is now with the alley-oop passes and the big hoops. And now Paul, again, doing it to the Knicks.